Now, Good Morning Northwest, a Spokane City official accused of sexual harassment is out of a job. This morning, we hear the very different reason why the city administrator says he quit.
And we have a hot weekend ahead, complete with a fire watch as we enter the new week.
And a water main break on Spokane South Hill uncovered more problems underneath Freya Street. What we're hoping to learn that even more work needs to be done and how it's affecting traffic and neighborhoods. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning. We appreciate you starting your day with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, July 14th. Let's get you on over to your first alert forecast with Allison and Martinez in from Mark Peterson.
Good morning, everyone. We're taking a look at the live conditions right now in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. You can see it's a gorgeous morning from the looks of it. We have just a beautiful clear skies as we go into today. Now, the temperatures are a little warmer. We have 58 in Coeur d'Alene and 62 in Spokane, and we're going to continue to see that pick up pretty drastically throughout the day. We're going to hit 90 today. So here are the 4 things you need to know. The 90s are back. They're in full swing. We'll see that this weekend. It's going to be very hot. We do have a fire weather watch in place for Sunday into Monday, and we'll make sure to keep you updated. Everything you need to know about that. But we will see a short relief period next week. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures right now, you can see we're in the 50s to 60s range. Over in 9 Mile, we're at 57, 52 in Deer Park, moving into the 60s as we move through Spokane Valley, and in the 50s over in Idaho. Now, we do have a heat advisory that will be in place for this weekend in a few areas. That's going to be from Wenatchee down through Moses Lake, Tri-Cities, over into Lewiston, and that is because we have temperatures that will be reaching 95 to 105 degrees for several hours each day. Yes, unfortunately, you heard me right, 105 degrees. So we're going to want to make sure we're taking care of ourselves and our loved ones as we head into this weekend. Now, as we take a look at today's weather, you can see we're going to hit our high of 90 degrees later by 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Yeah, and so it's going to be in for a little bit of a hot one, and we'll see a little bit of cloud coverage in the afternoon. Nothing too crazy as we go throughout our Friday.
Listen, thanks. And breaking news this morning, 4 News Now has obtained Spokane City Manager Johnny Perkins' resignation letter amid allegations of misconduct.
Mayor Nadine Woodward says she told city employees about the resignation and that a consultation with outside legal counsel is now closed. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk with the latest details. Sid?
Derek, Mayor Nadine Woodward says she plans to address this issue today. And this morning, we're getting a look at the resignation letter from Johnny Perkins we obtained through his attorney. In it, Perkins says his health is the reason why he's resigning. Take a look at your screen here. The letter says, "Dear Mayor Woodward, I've been suffering from health issues, including a recently diagnosed heart condition that forced me to relinquish my duties as Spokane City Administrator," adding, quote, "I have enjoyed my service to you and the amazing people and the great city of Spokane. However, my health is a priority." Some staff members accused Perkins of sexual harassment. The city placed Perkins on leave in June when employees came forward with concerns. Perkins' attorney also released a statement saying Mr. Perkins categorically denies the city's allegations against him. At all times, he conducted himself professionally and complied with the city's code of conduct. Mayor Woodward also released a statement that reads in part, "The employees showed courage and a belief in our policies and processes that we would do the right thing." Now, this is a story we will closely follow throughout the morning here, and we'll be sure to update you on 4 News Now and our website, KXLY.com. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A 51-year-old man from Quincy is in jail accused of cutting his wife's throat. It happened at an ice cream shop in Soap Lake. When first responders arrived on scene, they found the woman bleeding on the sidewalk. She told police her husband, Samuel Montoya, cut her with a knife. She was airlifted to the hospital. We don't know her condition this morning. Montoya turned himself in. He faces first-degree attempted murder charge.
Crews repairing the water main on South Freya have their work cut out for them. They found 2 additional breaks in the water line yesterday morning, which will now extend the length of this project. Neighbors in the area are already growing frustrated with the constant construction there on Freya.
Well, now there is no guarantee this street will be repaired and reopened anytime soon. Take a look at the area marked in red. Those 5 blocks of Freya between 12th and 17th have been shut down while crews work on this project. Seas of orange cones and road closures are becoming an all too common sight along Freya. Neighbors tell 4 News Now drivers have ignored detour signs and are using connecting streets through neighborhoods to cut across and get to their destinations. Jude Cormier lives in the area and says drivers have always sped through her neighborhood and construction hasn't changed a thing.
And my main concern is people that are going really fast, motorcycles and trucks. If they don't slow down, and they won't, they're going to hurt and kill someone.
Kirsten Davis with the City of Spokane says she knows the constant construction's frustrating and is asking for drivers to be patient with the process.
These are 1955 pipes, and this was a project, or this is an area that was scheduled to be worked on in the next few years as well. And so they just happen.
For now, Davis says drivers should follow the detours and use Thor or Ray Street, an arterial built for heavy traffic and a much safer alternative to get to your destination.
Well, the Department of Transportation says it will go with community recommendations when it comes to connecting the North Spokane corridor to I-90 in East Spokane. The route will go right through where Camp Hope was, just west of the Thor-Freya couplet. The DOT says 66% of the respondents in their survey preferred this option. Construction is scheduled to start there in 2026 and will take about 4 years.
The Idaho Transportation Department wants to know what you think of traffic in Kootenai County. It wants to build a traffic management center that would help with bottlenecks, traffic times, and information you need to keep traffic flowing smoothly. The department says growth is straining the infrastructure and is expected to only get worse in the coming years. For now, they're hoping you will fill out a survey online, and we have a link to it on KXLY.com. Make sure you're looking for this story when you get there. It's now just about 7 minutes after 6 o'clock.
All right, we're going to turn things back over to Allison Martinez. And yeah, Monday we're talking about a possible weather alert day.
Right, it's the combination of the heat, the lack of humidity, and the wind is going to combine for some fire weather. So we could have a potential alert for Monday afternoon coming up.
A disturbing warning about something you may have eaten or even drank yesterday that could cause cancer.
And why President Biden says Vladimir Putin has lost the war with Ukraine. It's coming up after this break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance company you choose Berks.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a Pit Boss Grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite decking and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build? Summer is here and everybody knows the General Store has the fun stuff. But did you know?
We have hundreds of inflatables, towables, and kayaks for your time at the river or lake. You'll find the right drinkware from top brands such as Stanley, Hydro Flask, and Yeti. Boating, we have what you need in our recently upgraded marine section. You'll find top brands in our rod, reel, tackle, and bait in our newly revised fishing department.
The General Store. We have the fun stuff.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Summer days by the pool make for some of the best memories, but not every child gets the chance to swim in the sun.
This July, with help from Numerica Credit Union and the Spokane Parks Foundation, kids swim free on Fridays at City of Spokane Valley pools. Numerica Credit Union is excited to offer free swim Fridays with the Spokane Parks Foundation as they enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Kootenai Humane Society is now Companions Animal Center. We invite you to our fundraising event at the exclusive Hagedon Gardens at Casco Bay. Enjoy a boat ride there and back, cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. Funds raised will go toward our new center for homeless animals.
You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance company you choose Berks.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Before you open that next can of diet soda, you may want to consider a new warning about the sweetener in that drink.
The World Health Organization now says aspartame could cause cancer. The artificial sweeteners commonly found in diet sodas, sugar-free gum, and tabletop sweeteners. The WHO's International Agency for Research on Cancer is now classifying aspartame as a carcinogen, meaning it is capable of causing cancer, specifically liver cancer. But the agency warns more research is needed. Many experts here in the U.S. are highly critical of the report. The FDA even saying scientific evidence has continued to support the FDA's conclusion that aspartame is safe for the general population. Aspartame has been widely used since the 1980s.
Well, the White House is set to announce a $20 billion clean energy loan program. It'll be funded by the Inflation Reduction Act and overseen by the EPA. As part of the program, $14 billion will go towards a national clean investment fund competition awarded to 2 or 3 nonprofits. Those organizations will then dish out loans and credit enhancements to projects proposed by communities and local governments. The other $6 billion will go towards pushing clean energy in low-income and disadvantaged communities around the country. Vice President Kamala Harris is set to announce the new program at Coppin State University in Baltimore.
President Joe Biden wrapped up his trip to Europe this week by asserting that Russian President Vladimir Putin has already lost the war in Ukraine. Speaking at a news conference yesterday, Biden said there is no possibility of him winning the war, emphasizing the strength of the NATO alliance. He predicted that the war will not go on for years, saying Putin will ultimately decide it is not in the interest of Russia to continue due to limited resources.
Good morning. Here is your 10-second takeaway. Now, today is going to be very hot, and it's going to be a hot weekend as we get there. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water, staying in air conditioning where you can, and we have a high of 90 degrees today.
All right, take a look inside the Jefferson Building downtown. It's been sitting empty for years, but now a local real estate agency is listing it. It's the building near First and Jefferson on the west end of downtown, and it's already sparking some interest from potential buyers. The Jefferson and Norman buildings in downtown Spokane were built in the early 1900s, during a time when the city was rapidly growing. And with all the growth the area is seeing now, NAI Black, a local real estate agency, hopes renovating these buildings will boost the economy.
Absolutely. This is going to make a perfect addition to the growing and thriving downtown area corridor. It's ready for the next developer, the next investor, the next purchaser to invest and buy into the dream.
Now, local businesses say they're hopeful these new developments will add more vibrance to the downtown area. Makes you wonder what might go in there.
Right.
Should it sell? All right. Good Morning Northwest. Time is now 6:13.
Free preschool and kindergarten. After the break, the program in Spokane tripling the numbers of kids it can now serve.
And as we send you off to a break, here is a live look at the community building on West Main here on your Friday morning. We're back with more Good Morning Northwest after this.
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Right now, Cooper Tire is offering up to $75 off for qualifying Cooper tires. Plus, Perfection Tire will match that rebate for up to $150 off.
Nobody beats perfection.
Spokane is my hometown. It's where I built my business and raised my 2 boys. But Spokane has changed, and not all for the better. Brighter days can lie ahead if we have a city council that puts results over political agendas. That's why I will take action to address our homelessness crisis, make affordable housing a priority, and support our police and firefighters to keep our neighborhoods safe. I'm Kim Please, running for City Council President, and I'm asking for your vote. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Looking for quality and experience? Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic has been providing personalized care to their clients for over 30 years. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, they do it all. With competitive costs and quality service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Shelley.
At Rosenberg Construction, we build some of the most beautiful custom homes in North Idaho.
Like our spectacular spec home, now for sale at the club at Rock Creek, Coeur d'Alene's newest private golf course filled with stunning natural beauty. Our custom homes are furnished and designed with you in mind.
For our clients looking for that unique, one-of-a-kind piece of furniture, we always recommend Consign Furniture in Liberty Lake.
From great rooms to dining rooms to master suites, Consign Furniture is sure to turn any house into a home.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication.
As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are encouraging you to once again wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedoms we enjoy as Americans.
Stop into any Global branch and pick up a red pin to show your support. Then wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Right now, Cooper Tire is offering up to $75 off 4 qualifying Cooper tires. Plus, Perfection Tire will match that rebate for up to $150 off.
Nobody beats perfection.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV. Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. The Northeast Youth Center in Hilliard is tripling the number of kids that can receive free preschool and free kindergarten at their facility.
Yeah, it's part of Washington State Early Childhood Education Assistance Program, or ECAP. 4 News Now's Rania Kaur explains what the program and the extension means for the future.
I'm standing inside one of the 3 brand new classrooms here at the Northeast Youth Center that are going to be used for the ECAP program.
And the goal for these brand new classrooms is that we will be able to fill them and to add more students, because we can take up to 60 ECAP students.
Sheila Garrity, the executive director for the Northeast Youth Center in Hilliard, says they're tripling the amount of 3 to 5-year-olds they can serve that qualify for the Early Childhood Education Assistance Program, or ECAP.
It is a challenge for some of the children to be in a classroom that is a little small and a little older. Not as nice as these classrooms are.
This is the 2nd year the Northeast Youth Center is offering the program, which caters to low-income families. Alicia Foley's daughter is a part of the program.
No, I'm actually really skeptical about leaving my children places. I've had issues with previous daycares, and I don't have a bad thing to say about this place. I think it's a really, really good place for my kids and other kids too.
Especially since those that qualify for ECAP get free preschool and free kindergarten.
I feel like she's learning a lot more from ECAP. It's more of a getting her ready for like actual schools. So it's good to have good quality in, classrooms and, teachers.
With new classrooms, Garrity is hoping new young students thrive.
We just hope that the community will support us in our efforts to take care of their children while they're at work. And that's the main focus of what we do here.
For the link to enroll and for more information, you can click on this story on our website at KXLY.com. In Spokane, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Look at this beautiful shot this morning as you are waking up on your Friday. Join us and wear red today, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Wear Red Friday, where we support troops and their families who continue just to make sacrifices for us.
Usually when we have new people, we have to tell them to wear red. We didn't even have to tell us. No. She just showed up in red today. She was on it.
I got a heads up. Thank you. We're taking a look at our temperatures today. We have a high of 90. We've done it. We've officially reached the 90 zone, and that's going to continue into this weekend. Beautiful sunny day, just a little hot. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And tonight, we will cool down just the tiniest bit to 64 degrees. Not too much relief overnight, especially if you're sleeping without air conditioning. Winds 5 to 10 miles per hour as well. Now, as we take a look at the temperatures right now, you can see we're in the 50s and 60s range. 56 in 9 Mile, 52 in Deer Park. We hit the 60s in Spokane Valley, 61. And as we move over into Idaho, we're in that 50s range as well. But these temperatures are going to pick up pretty quickly as we go throughout our day. For our highs, we're well in the late 80s to 90s range. Over in Wenatchee at 96, that's where we're going to see a lot of our hottest temperatures, and that trend will continue well into this weekend. 90 in Spokane and 86 in Kellogg, where it's a hot and dry day here in eastern Washington. And now, as we take a look at our heat alerts, we have a few alerts that will be implemented in Washington, and that's in that area we talked about from Wenatchee down into Moses Lake, down as we continue Tri-Cities over to Lewiston. But we also see some pretty severe heat advisories throughout the country in California, Nevada, Utah. They've been dealing with some record-breaking temperatures for the last couple days. So we're in company as we barrel through these scary heat conditions, so make sure that you're taking care of yourself and your loved ones. Now, as we take a look at our fire weather watch, that heat coupled with the wind and the low humidity, it makes for some fire weather that we're going to keep an eye on as we head into Sunday and Monday is when you're going to want to worry about this the most. Now, as we move into our planner, you can see Saturday we hit 95 degrees, 98 by Sunday. We're going to cool down just a bit on Monday to 86 degrees and even further to 82 on Tuesday, but those temperatures are going to pick right back up. Not too much relief across the board as we move into our night. And that's what we have for you.
All right. Oh, those 80s look so pleasant compared.
We're going to miss them this weekend.
All right.
Definitely. It's now 6:21. The Mariners return from the All-Star break tonight, opening a 10-game homestand against the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, after winning 7 of their last 9 games before the break, can the M's now stay hot and make a playoff push? Alex Crescenti takes a look at their chances next in sports. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Friday morning. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Today I'm going to ask you to use your lawn chemicals sparingly. Some examples are pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers. When the fertilizers and pollutants get into our waterways, they can impact the fish and impact our drinking water. So let's keep our waterways clean. Pollutants into the storm drain affect our fish and our wildlife and the overall health of our community. Some examples of pollutants are motor oils, RV dumps, paints.
To learn more about stormwater tips, go to SpokaneStormwater.org.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is totally words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
We're about to begin the second half of the Major League Baseball season, and somehow, someway, the Seattle Mariners are in the playoff hunt, and barring an epic collapse, they'll stay in it as we approach the month of September. And a big reason for that is the play of the last 2 weeks. They entered the break winners of 7 of their last 9 games and are now just 4 games back of a playoff spot, but they're going to have to battle some pretty good teams ahead of them if they want to make the postseason for a second year in a row. And the M's are still in the bottom half of the league offensively in batting average, on base percentage, and and runs, so they need to improve in all of those categories drastically if they do want to make a playoff push. Now, something to pay attention to over the next couple of weeks is the trade deadline. You heard all of those fans inside T-Mobile Park at the All-Star game chanting for superstar Shohei Ohtani, and it's possible that Anaheim could deal him at the deadline, and they're floundering right now. However, I doubt they would do it to division rival, but you never know how any of these things could shape up. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti for News Now Sports.
Beware of the utterly adorable surfboard swindler. California surfers off Santa Cruz are on the lookout for a 5-year-old sea otter who's been caught on video biting, scratching, and climbing on surfboards. Fish and Wildlife officials want to capture and rehome that orphan before she hurts someone or once again commits grand theft auto.
Perfect timing here this week. A pod of orcas was discovered near the Canary Islands in the Atlantic Ocean. It's only the second time in 20 years that's happened, according to experts. But what's their purpose there? Well, maybe these killer whales, which are actually part of the dolphin family, know that today is World Orca Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
And it's so many of these orca encounters in the Atlantic, they've seem like coming after boats and stuff lately. So
scary.
Yeah. All right. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:26.
As we go to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an urgent consumer warning. Police say you are watching a crime in real time. 3 suspects at a Walmart in Oswego, New York, are allegedly attaching one of these, a credit card skimmer, at a checkout. And authorities say skimmers like these can potentially give thieves access to your credit card information.
Technology makes things sometimes safer and better. They also make it easier for criminals. We stop them one way, and they find another way.
Walmart telling us providing customers with a safe shopping experience is a top priority, adding it is reviewing protocols and adding enhanced security measures to better protect in-store transactions. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll show you other examples of would-be thieves installing these skimmers and share tips from the U.S. Secret Service about how to protect your credit card information. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Circling Raven Golf Club.
It's Furniture Row's Super 7-Day Sale. That's 7 days where everything is on sale. Shop today and find huge savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus, no interest until January 2027. The Super 7-Day Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I got a call swap.
You forgot your check.
We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Finding work in a post-pandemic world is especially challenging for women. Lost jobs, careers on hold, starting over. Kirsten O'Connor talks with local women about obstacles and surprising opportunities they've found. Monday, only on 4 News Now at 6.
Things are so awesome since my family got a rewards-earning Kasasa checking account from Canopy Credit Union. We have a cashback account that pays us back 4% on up to $300 worth of debit card purchases. That's up to $12 deposited into our account every month. You know what that means? More toys, more playtime, more fun. Woohoo! Canopy is putting treats back in the budget. Learn more at canopycu.com. Limits and conditions apply.
At Denver Mattress, we're all about that sleep life. And during the Super 7-Day sale, everything is on sale. Like the Queen Size Summit, now only $332.49. Plus no interest until 2027 and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with the stories people are reading about online this morning.
Yeah, the investigation into the cocaine left at the White House has closed without identifying a suspect. The Secret Service says lab results from the packaging found insufficient DNA, and security footage could not identify the moment the baggie filled with cocaine was left inside one of the West Wing lockers. The leading theory here is still that it was left by one of the hundreds of visitors who entered the area that weekend for tours.
And if you use South Freya as part of your commute, you're going to have to wait a little while longer for that road to reopen. Or actually, might be a lot longer. Crews repairing the water main break found 2 additional breaks yesterday morning. And if you look at the area marked in red here, those 5 blocks of Freya between 12th and 17th have been shut down since Wednesday morning while crews work on the project. Drivers looking for an alternate route should use Thor or Ray. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Friday, July 14th. Allison Martinez in for Mark Peterson once again with a look at that first alert forecast as we get ready to head into the weekend.
It is shaping up to be a beautiful morning. You can see it's completely clear in Spokane here today. We have 62 degrees at the current moment, 58 in Coeur d'Alene. Now, if we look at the 4 things you need to know today, starting off, the 90s are back. We are well into the 90s this weekend. It is going to be very hot. We do have a fire weather watch that will be in place for Sunday into Monday, so we'll keep an eye on that. And we will have some short relief next week, just for a brief period though. Now, if we take a look at our temperatures right now, you can see we're in the 50s to 60s range. 56 in 9 Mile, 52 in Deer Park, and we hit the 60s, 61 in Spokane Valley, and we're back into the 50s over in Idaho. Now, we do have a heat advisory this weekend. This will be in place really the entirety of the weekend, and this is because of some temperatures that will be 95 to 105 degrees for long hours, and this will be from Wenatchee down into Moses Lake and Tri-Cities over into Lewiston, so we're going to want to make sure we keep that in mind. Now, if we look at our 12 hours, it is going to be warm, warm, warm all day by 10 p.m., even at 77 degrees.
With the drug problem in downtown Spokane, trying to run a business can be tough. But what if you are a business that's trying to help the people using drugs on the streets?
I spoke to the general manager of a store trying to do just that. So he sees the drug problem through a couple of different lenses. It's no secret Spokane has a drug problem downtown.
And that's fentanyl you're smoking right now, yeah?
Yes. Ryan Vane is all too familiar with it. He's the general manager of the Reclaim Project's used furniture store at State and Pacific, right next to the House of Charity.
I spend the first probably 20 to 30 minutes every day cleaning up the sidewalk, calling 311, calling the police if I have to, if we get somebody who's combative out here.
He says he's lost business because people are scared of the neighborhood, which takes away from the Reclaim Project's mission to provide transitional housing for men coming out of incarceration, homelessness, and drug and alcohol recovery.
And so we are actually trying to help the people that are out here and don't know where to turn.
Vane says a handful of those same people he's had to kick off his sidewalk come back and tell him they want to enter the recovery program.
And they say, hey, I heard what you said about your program. I don't want to be hanging out down here anymore. Can you point me in the right direction?
Through their used furniture store, Vane says the Reclaim Project has furnished dozens of apartments in Catholic Charities facilities.
If they actually have somewhere where they can sit down, come home, make a meal at the end of the day, they have a better chance of getting out of this cycle of relapse in streets and jail.
And while Vane believes the drug problem downtown has gotten better, it's still tough on his business. Yet he and his staff continue to press on with their mission.
We just try and keep our heads up every day and do the best we can and try and help as many people as we can.
And you can see more of our ongoing coverage on the downtown drug problem by going to our website, KXLY.com.
And new this morning from the Breaking Now desk, Hollywood right now is at a virtual standstill now that actors are joining writers on the picket lines. They voted unanimously to strike after talks with studios broke down.
We're not asking for the moon. We're asking for fairness to be treated like humans. The things that the actors are asking for is common sense.
For the first time in 63 years, 2 major Hollywood unions have walked off the job, bringing the film and TV industry to a halt. At midnight, the Screen Actors Guild American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, otherwise known as SAG, going on strike, unable to reach a deal with major studios. Bob Iger, the CEO of ABC's parent company Disney, called the union's demands unrealistic.
There's a level of expectation that they have that is just not realistic. And they are adding to a set of challenges that this business is already facing.
Actors Matt Damon and Emily Blunt were among those walking out of the London premiere of the new movie Oppenheimer in support of the strike. Press tours for upcoming movies like Barbie are expected to mostly come to a halt. The strike means no actors on red carpets, no social media promotion, and no talk show appearances. Members of SAG in Los Angeles and New York are expected to head to the picket lines in just a few hours. They'll be protesting across a variety of locations, including Amazon, Warner Brothers, and Paramount. An estimated 80% of movie and TV productions were already shut down due to the ongoing writers' strike. More could soon join that list. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thank you. The Spokane Police Department says it's finished testing its backlog of sexual assault kits.
Of the more than 1,300 kits that were tested, there were 297 matches and 5 suspects identified. SPD says some of the matches identified consensual partners with the victims, and in many of the cases, the identity of the offender was initially known by the victims. Spokane Police will continue to evaluate lab results and review cases for possible further criminal investigation.
We might be seeing some low-flying helicopters in northeastern Washington this summer. These helicopters are using high-resolution 3D technology to map the geological area. The technology aims to replace old data collected in the 1980s. This project actually started last fall and stopped during the winter. The U.S. Geological Survey says 11 counties are being included in the new data, including Spokane, Pend Oreille, Stevens, and Grant. The 3D models and maps that will come out of the survey will be used to monitor groundwater, mineral and energy resources, as well as potential natural hazards. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:37.
And no matter how you look at it, it's going to be hot this weekend.
It sure is, and it is heating up, and there are going to be a lot of other conditions that are going to come with that heat, and we'll have more for you with our first alert weather forecast.
And how dozens of medical students celebrated the beginning of their journey to becoming doctors when Good Morning Northwest continues.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Upgrade your kitchen with Frigidaire Professional, offering powerful performance and professional-grade design. The front control gas range provides the ultimate flexibility for making your favorite meals. Sear and saute with precision and flip pancakes on the griddle for golden results. And thanks to our smudge-proof stainless steel, spend less time cleaning while keeping your kitchen looking spotless.
You won't find Frigidaire Pro at the box stores, but it's on sale at Fred's. Fred's Appliance. We want to be your choice.
We owe everything to our troops, past and present, for their honor, courage, and dedication.
As a token of our appreciation, 4 News Now and Global Credit Union are encouraging you to once again wear red on Fridays.
Join us in recognizing our troops and their families for allowing us the freedoms we enjoy as Americans.
Stop into any Global branch and pick up a red pin to show your support. Then wear red every Friday from now until September 11th.
Wear Red Fridays, brought to you by 4 News Now and Global Credit Union.
Adventure, culture, and fine wine await you in the Lewis-Clark Valley, less than 2 hours south of Spokane. Tour some of the world's most spectacular wilderness, beauty, and wildlife in Hell's Canyon. Experience the region's rich and diverse culture and history. Savor award-winning Lewis-Clark Valley wines and delicious culinary creations from a variety of local wineries and fine dining establishments. Go to visitlewisclarkvalley.com and plan your destination getaway today.
Summer is here and everybody knows the General Store has the fun stuff. But did you know
We have hundreds of inflatables, towables, and kayaks for your time at the river or lake. You'll find the right drinkware from top brands such as Stanley, Hydro Flask, and Yeti. Boating, we have what you need in our recently upgraded marine section. You'll find top brands in our rod, reel, tackle, and bait in our newly revised fishing department.
The General Store, we have the fun stuff.
Welcome back. Dozens of University of Washington medical students in Spokane are beginning the new academic year.
The School of Medicine welcomed 61 new students at yesterday's orientation. Each one was given a stethoscope that they will use for training through their 4 years of medical school. University officials say the school hopes to train and guide them to practice medicine in Eastern Washington.
We really do try to inculcate in them and have them embrace the fact that there are so many underserved and rural communities, and that is part of our mission, to serve those underserved and rural communities.
4 incoming students are graduates of Gonzaga, emphasizing the importance of collaboration with GU to improve regional health.
Good morning. Here is your 10-second takeaway. It is going to be a hot weekend, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Stay in AC whenever you can, and our high for the day is going to be 90 degrees.
Well, everyone is looking to beat the heat this summer, but as humans do their best to stay cool, it's easy to overlook another vulnerable population, our pets.
We noticed that we received about 243 heat distress related calls, and that's a significantly higher number than we saw at this time last year.
In peak afternoon hours, officials in Texas were called to treat a small dog for heat stroke that was wearing a sweater in 106-degree heat. They also rescued several dogs who had been left outdoors in kennels in direct sunlight.
If you're concerned about your pet experiencing heat distress, you may notice that one of the things that they do is they start to pant heavier than they normally would. But if you're noticing that the panting is becoming labored, maybe the pet is laying down on his or her side, not wanting to be active anymore. And in worst cases, sometimes they develop vomiting and diarrhea as relate to heat distress.
To help protect against the heat, keep your pets well hydrated, make sure they have plenty of shade or cool places to stay, and be aware of not over-exercising pets outdoors in the hot weather.
Yeah, even if they want to, because, you know, some of them just want to run and run and run. And
yep.
Got to be careful. It's now 6:42.
All right, we will be back with a look at extreme weather around the nation and Allison's full forecast coming up right after the break.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Fred Meyer, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
As state senator, Lisa Brown increased taxes by $2 billion while raising her own pay. Under her watch, homelessness rose by 25,000. Now she's backed by the Defund the Police crowd. Lisa's soft on crime, hard on taxpayers.
I pledge to increase police presence and tackle homelessness, and we have. Our Violent Crimes Task Force has lowered crime rates, and we're compassionately addressing homelessness. We're exceptional, Spokane. I'll keep it that way. I'm Nadine Woodward, and I approve this message.
Hi, this is Nota Begay III, PGA Tour member and Golf Channel broadcaster. I'm here to tell you about sponsorship opportunities for the Circling Raven Championship, the women's professional tournament presented by KXLY 4 News. It will feature more than 150 rising stars from 30 countries. For sponsors, it's an ideal way to empower youth, women, and Native Americans through the game of golf. For more information, visit cdacasino.com or call 800-523-2464. I'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Eastern Washington's biggest outdoor car show, the Great Northwest Gathering. Over 800 vehicles all weekend long, July 21st, 22nd, 23rd at the Spokane Fairgrounds. More information is available on Facebook and greatnwgathering.com.
ABC's World News Tonight and 4 News Now.
The team you trust here at home.
Across the nation and the world.
When you need information fast.
The crash closed I-90.
When the local story is national news. Those 4 college students murdered in Idaho.
When national stories hit home.
We asked Spokane Police if it has a similar task force.
Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6 with Kirsten O'Connor and Aaron Luna. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Fred Meyer, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by Global Credit Union.
Dangerous weather is striking all around the nation. Too much heat and the potential for a lot of rain where it's not needed.
Yeah, hot temperatures across the south and much of the west are expected to hit unprecedented levels for the next several days. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimpert.
Phoenix, Arizona is in the middle of a record-breaking run of temperatures hitting 110 or higher for more than 2 weeks. Even at night, it's still in the 90s. It's so hot, the Arizona Burn Center is treating people with serious burns from the pavement outside, which can warm up to 180 degrees during the day.
We're actively taking care of 10 of those patients in the hospital right now. In fact, I just walked out of the operating room after operating on a patient who had gone down and suffered really bad pavement burns.
Heat advisories and warnings stretch from Arizona to Florida, affecting more than 111 million people. The heat index in Miami hit 105 yesterday.
And in some spots in the Keys, it can be even hotter than that, like in Marathon, where it feels like 116 right now. That is crazy for even us here in South Florida.
In Hollywood, Florida, the heat is keeping people away from bars and restaurants on the beach.
Until like around 6 or 7 o'clock, people really aren't coming out.
It's not just bad for business. Doctors say heat can also take a toll on mental health.
People will talk about how they have reduced feelings of joy and happiness and increased amounts of stress, anger, and fatigue, even with temperatures above 70 degrees.
1,500 miles north, flood-ravaged Vermont, where thousands saw their homes and businesses damaged or destroyed this week, is bracing for more heavy rain, up to 4 more inches. Rescue teams have been pre-positioned ahead of this weekend.
The streets of Montpelier are now lined with these gigantic piles of furniture and other items that were ruined in this week's flooding, and now there's even more rain on the way.
And just across the border, the tornado touching down near Ottawa, Canada, damaging more than 100 homes. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
It sent us flying in the air, and then we came down and crashed.
It's another side effect of the heat. That's Hannah Helton. She and her friends were driving on the interstate, I-44, in Missouri, when their car suddenly took flight. The culprit, a section of road that buckled under the intense summer sun. Investigators say nobody was hurt. They already fixed the road, but holy cow, that'd be scary.
Yeah, would have been crazy to see video of that for sure. All right, hey, you're taking a look at Crush Coffee Bar. This is a live picture right now. You see those pink balloons?
Yeah.
It's because they're hosting a fundraiser for Beyond Pink.
That's right. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to that organization. So there you go. Get your coffee fixed this morning. You might want to do an iced one.
Iced coffee for sure. With all the heat that we are dealing with, Allison Martinez here with a look at that first alert forecast.
Yes, we've done it. We've hit the 90 range. That's going to be our high for today. 90 degrees, mostly sunny, winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And as we move into tonight, you're not going to see too much relief. We have a low of 64 degrees. It's going to be a clear night and a warm one at that. Now, if we take a look at our temperatures right now, you can see we're in the 50 to 60 range. Comfortable right now, won't be as much a little bit later. We're at 64 in downtown Spokane, in the 50s, 58 in 9 Mile, in the 50s as well in Idaho as well. Now, if we take a look at our highs for the day, we're all over the 80s to 90s range. You can see 90 in Spokane, 96 in Wenatchee. A lot of our hottest temperatures are going to be over here. 96 in Moses Lake, 97 in Tri-Cities. It is a warm one across the state today. Idaho as well. We're in the 80s over there. 86 in Kellogg. Now, because of these high temperatures, they're only going to continue. But we're kind of catching up with the rest of the world right now. You can see we have some heat advisories throughout the country. We have some excessive heat warnings that are over in California, Nevada, Utah, into Texas as well. And those states are seeing some record-breaking temperatures. We have a heat advisory, not as crazy, but definitely something that you're going to want to keep an eye on for sure. Now, with this high heat, we do have fire weather. There's going to be a lot of high wind gusts coming in Sunday into Monday, and that's paired with our dry conditions. So we are keeping an eye on fire weather as we move into the later part of this weekend and early into next week. Now, looking at our planner, you can see we're picking up to 95 degrees on Saturday, 98 on Sunday, and as we head into the next week, we'll cool down to 86 on Monday and 82 on Tuesday, but we'll pick right back up as we head into Wednesday, and we'll be back at 90 on Thursday.
Quick question. You're from Southern California, but you spent the last 4 years at WSU. So how do you do with the heat?
I love the I've learned to appreciate it when I get it, being in Washington. But yeah, I think it's been hotter here than where I'm from in California. So just making the best of it.
That's all you can do. It's 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint coming up next.
All right, don't go away.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water wise this summer.
Since 1982, it's been our family's commitment to delight wine lovers with affordable Washington State award-winning wines. Our father-daughter winemaking team deliver a unique experience with every bottle.
Cheers.
Don't miss the $50,000 Sunday hot seats at Northern Quest. That's Sunday with an E on the end and a cherry on top. It's a play on words. July, Sunday, hot seats, you get the idea. And it's happening noon to 4 p.m. every Sunday with a Y in July. Don't overthink it. Just swipe your Camus card and be playing your favorite machine when your name is called. The $50,000 Sunday with an E hot seats every Sunday with a Y in July. Only at Northern Quest.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout. Join the judgment-free zone today. For $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th.
Summer fun means more time outside. It also means more of the outdoors on your floors. Sand, snow, spills, pets, and kids. Great Floors has the perfect flooring for your life. Choose from a large selection of gorgeous flooring built to last in every season. In July, shop exclusive savings on Mohawk Redwood and Paradigm waterproof flooring. Plus, 12-month 0% financing. Visit a showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
Join us in celebrating 41 years of Latah Creek Winery. Don't miss your chance to taste Elena's fabulous food, sip Mike and Natalie's Double Gold winning Reserve Red Blend, and save with our special anniversary discounts.
Cheers.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, 6:53 is your time. Let's get you up to speed with everything you need to know for your Friday and your weekend here in the morning sprint.
Allison Martinez filling in for Mark, talking about a very hot weekend ahead of us.
But first, 4 News Now has obtained Spokane City Manager Johnny Perkins' resignation letter amid allegations of misconduct. Let's get to Sydney Charles with the details.
This morning, we're getting a look at the resignation letter from Johnny Perkins sent to Mayor Nadine Woodward. We obtained through his attorney. The letter says in part, "Dear Mayor Woodward, I have been suffering from health issues, including a recently diagnosed heart condition that forced me to relinquish my duties as Spokane City Administrator. Some staff members have accused Perkins of sexual harassment. The city placed Perkins on leave in June when employees came forward with concerns. Mayor Woodward says she told city employees about the resignation and that a consultation with outside legal counsel is now closed. The mayor says she plans to address this issue further today."
A 51-year-old man from Quincy is in jail for allegedly cutting his wife's throat. It happened at an ice cream shop in Soap Lake. When first responders arrived on scene, they found the woman bleeding on the sidewalk. She told police her husband, Samuel Montoya, cut her with a knife. She was airlifted to the hospital. We don't know her condition at this hour. Montoya eventually turned himself in. He faces a first-degree attempted murder charge.
The Spokane Police Department says it's finished testing its backlog of sexual assault kits. Of the more than 1,300 kits that were tested, there were 297 matches and 5 suspects identified. SPD says some of those matches identified consensual partners with the victims, and in many of the cases, the identity of the offender was initially known by the victims. SPD will continue to evaluate lab results and review cases for possible further criminal investigation.
We do have a heat advisory in place all weekend. You're going to want to keep an eye on this from Wenatchee down through Moses Lake, Tri-Cities, over through Pomeroy, Lewiston, Orofino. Those are the regions where you need to be careful as you head into this weekend. This advisory is in place because we have temperatures that will be in the 95 degree to 105 degree range for several hours each day of this weekend. Make sure you stay inside, and we want to avoid all risk of those heat-related illnesses.
If you use South Freya as part of your commute, you're going to have to wait a little while longer for that road to open up. Crews repairing the water main break found 2 additional breaks yesterday morning. So if you look at the area marked in red here, those 5 blocks of Freya between 12th and 17th Avenues have been shut down since Wednesday morning while crews work on the project. Drivers looking for an alternate route should use Ray or Thor.
All right, the Department of Transportation says it will go with community recommendations when it comes to connecting the North Spokane corridor to I-90 in East Spokane. The route will go right through where Camp Hope was, just west of the Thor-Freya couplet. The DOT says 66% of respondents to their survey preferred this option. Construction is scheduled to start in 2026 and will take about 4 years.
The Idaho Transportation Department wants to know what you think of traffic in Kootenai County. It wants to build a traffic management center that would help with bottlenecks, traffic times, and information you need to keep traffic flowing smoothly. The department says growth is straining the infrastructure and is expected to only get worse in the coming years. For now, they are hoping you will fill out a survey online. We have a link to it on KXLY.com. Just look for this story.
All right, take a look inside the Jefferson building downtown. It's been sitting empty for years, but now a local real estate agency is listing it. It's the building near First and Jefferson on the west end of downtown, and it's already sparking interest from some potential buyers. The Jefferson and Norman buildings in downtown Spokane were built in the early 1900s during a time when the city was rapidly growing. And with all the growth the area is seeing, NAI Black, a local real estate agency, hopes renovating these buildings will boost the economy. You can read more about the building right now on KXLY.com.
By early next year, Vista customers will heat their homes with natural gas from a landfill in Utah. This is video from Pine Creek RNG showing the Bayview landfill project being built in Alberta, Utah. Once it's complete, it'll collect renewable natural gas from organic waste that would otherwise be released. The facility is scheduled to go online in early 2024. Vista says buying the natural gas from Pine Creek RNG will help the company reduce its gas emissions 30% by 2030. We'll be back with the final check of weather with Allison Martinez right after this on this Friday morning.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
This could be you. Just chilling, staying cool this summer. Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games to earn your entries to win a share of $13,000 cool cash. Paddle boards, kayaks, and air conditioners. Missisquoi Casino Hotel, keeping it cool. Drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, July 29th. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
Finding work in a post-pandemic world is especially challenging for women. Lost jobs, careers on hold, starting over. Kirsten O'Connor talks with local women about obstacles and surprising opportunities they've found. Monday, only on 4 News Now at 6.
It is an absolutely beautiful, clear day in Spokane today. Now, if we take a look at our planning forecast, you will see that temperatures are going to heat up. It's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster that we're in for as we head into this weekend and this upcoming weekdays. 95 on Saturday, 98 on Sunday. And at night, we're not going to see too much relief from these hot day temperatures. We're going to be 64 at night on Saturday and 68 on Sunday. Temperatures will cool off just a bit, just to heat up to 90 on Tuesday.
And like Allison's been saying all the last few days, take care of yourself in these warm temperatures. Stay cool if you can. Find a lake or river to relax. We'll have updates throughout Good Morning America.
See ya.